Hello and welcome to Crearene's interview series 3 Questions. My name is Frank Heideloff and I'm the CEO of Crearene. Today we will talk about the role of creatine in the human body, and for this interview we welcome Professor Theo Wallimann here today. Hi Theo. Theo is easily among the world's most knowledgeable people and researchers in the field of creatine. We would like to dive in straight away, Theo, with the first question. So, what is the role of creatine in human physiology?
Thank you very much, Frank, for the invitation. The universal energy currency for all living cells and organisms is ATP, called adenosine triphosphate. ATP is an organic compound with 3 linear phosphate groups attached after each other, and cleavage of the 3rd phosphate releases energy, chemical energy, for biological processes, and at the same time also produces ADP, the adenosine diphosphate with 2 phosphate groups. The problem now is that accumulation of ADP would shut down energy production and stop metabolism if it's accumulated. To solve this problem, especially for cells like skeletal muscle, heart muscle, brain, nerve cells, kidney and spermatozoa, which all use a lot of ATP in a short time, nature has involved a special highly powerful energy backup system or buffering system consisting of the enzyme creatine kinase together with its substrates, creatine and phosphocreatine. In this system, phosphocreatine is used to regenerate ATP and to remove the ADP, and also to keep the ATP concentration inside the cell constant at high level. This is the buffer function of the system, and an additional function of phosphocreatine-creatine system is provision of continuously flowing energy from intracellular sites where ATP is produced to sites where ATP is consumed. Phosphocreatine and creatine are shuttling between the sites and are ideal transport molecules because they are less charged, they are smaller than ATP, and so are available much better for this energy transport. Besides these 2 functions, not so well known function of the creatine kinase and creatine phosphorus system is cell protection. A well-charged cell with phosphocreatine energy can master difficult situations, cellular stress or cytotoxic episodes much better than a cell that is not highly energy charged. And this, of course, will make the cells more resilient and will increase viability and survival of the cell. This has ramification in the long term for anti-aging and longevity. This is for the whole human body. So concluding, the creatine kinase system has 3 main functions: an immediately available energy buffer, an intracellular transport system, and for cell protection.
Given that creatine is so important for the human body, that of course leads to the question whether the body can create creatine itself.
Yes, the human body can indeed synthesize creatine itself, about 1 to 2 grams per day. But this is only about half of the daily creatine requirements needed. The other half has to be acquired from alimentary sources such as meat or fish, which are most creatine-rich foodstuffs. The synthesis of creatine runs in 2 steps. The first step is in the kidney, where the precursor of creatine is generated. And the second step is in the liver, where the precursor is methylated. The creatine formed this way is released into the bloodstream and is taken up by a specific creatine transporter into the target organs.
Okay. So how are the residual compounds and how is creatine removed then from the body?
Yes, this is an important question. About 1.7% of the total body creatine per day is converted into creatinine. This creatinine is then excreted by the kidney and leaves the body by the urine. Thus, the amount of creatine lost per day in an adult person by converting it to creatinine is about 2.5 grams a day. And these 2.5 grams a day have to be reacquired by creatine-rich food, meat and fish. This, of course, is a problem for dialysis patients who are restricted in eating meat due to medical reasons. And for this, we have developed with the group in Holland a procedure called intradialytic creatine supplementation.
Thank you very much for these valuable insights, Theo. And thank you very much for taking the time to meet me today for Crearene's 3 questions. And don't forget to visit us again for the next interview in the series 3 questions. Thank you.